Hi everyone. So I'm sitting here with
Hi.
Moses. You might know him already. So we're going to just be chatting about mental health, and in the month of June, it's actually Men's Mental Health Awareness. So I thought we can just have a chat and bounce some ideas off of how can we improve men's mental health for the month of June.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you want to start.
Oh man.
I think it's just something that's for me personally.
Yeah.
I feel that it's not spoken about enough, and I just think the more we speak about it, the more we put it out there, makes more people aware that it's okay to speak about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if people know my story. So I actually went through depression, and I think a big part of it was just kind of not expressing myself and not saying what I'm feeling, and it sounds so silly now, but it was just keeping everything in, and it's like you get so overwhelmed, and once I start speaking to people and saying, hey, Moses, I'm not feeling so good. I have this stress, that, and the other. It's like, oh, I was like a weight lifted off my shoulders already. And even though my situation still like stayed the same. So I want to encourage people, especially I think living abroad, because you don't maybe find someone maybe that you feel so comfortable with here.
True.
You don't want to tell people maybe back home,
Yep.
I'm having these difficulties. And you find yourself in a very difficult situation, I find, yes.
I mean, it's a tough space to be in.
Yes.
So there's some people who claim that they have never heard about mental health issues, especially among men.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's because we're coming from a very traditional environment where a man being vulnerable is frowned upon. Like men need to be strong, men need to be tough.
Yeah.
Like pretty much men are seen as people who are always like militant.
Yes.
You can't be there breaking down and crying and complaining and being vulnerable.
Yeah.
And that becomes a problem because mental health, when you look at the effects, not just mental health as a topic, but why you have mental breakdown.
Yeah.
There are so many reasons. Sometimes it can be marital, sometimes it can just be work stress.
Yes.
It can be financial issues.
Yeah.
So there is always a root cause of why someone is breaking down. Whether it's a man or a woman, we all go through these phases of
and it can
pressure
actually be a
stress.
build-up as well. Yeah, it can be like even they say like a build-up of small relationships, finances. It's not 100 this.
Exactly.
And it's just at one point, one small thing happen, you're like,
then you burst out and people just believe, oh, you crumble.
Oh, it's a small thing,
because of this thing.
Yes.
But no, it's been a build-up. It's been a Tower of Babel building within your life, but you didn't see it coming up. So it's very important that, number one, you mentioned about friends. Like how do you create a space where your heart finds a funnel to pour out to other people? So when it comes to men especially, it's very important to have people you trust in your life.
Perfect, yes.
For expats, it's very unique because you get into a place where you don't know men, you don't know other people, and you're not connecting with people. A simple thing of just having a tennis buddy, a squash buddy, paddle, whether you play football, but being able to say every Monday evening I go for football. Every Saturday I meet the boys at a cafe. That environment helps you. Even if you're at a phase where you don't share your heart, the reality that you can go out and laugh and run, sweat with the boys. It's very important because it releases some of that stress.
Nice.
But beyond the first level, which is just connect and play, you need to be in a place where you start pouring out your heart.
The real conversations.
Because the pressure that mounts within needs to go out. So for example, if I have a financial issue, I need to meet Jonathan and say, to be honest, I'm in big debt. I'm facing this crisis. By just sharing that element of my life, you advising me, giving me your own story. As you're saying, you lived in a time of depression. If you give me your story, I start getting confidence from that testimony where I feel like I can also overcome because I'm seeing a man who went through that that life and they overcame.
Nice,
So it's very important to be open about these issues. There's shame.
And if a person can't help you coming with finance, I can also then refer you, oh, I know this guy named Moses, speak to him. He might be able to guide you just in the right direction. So like you say, just speaking out it helps so much.
It does help. We don't need to be experts in this case. For example, I'm not a medical person. I'm not like a qualified mental psychologist, psychiatrist. and all those things. But we're talking from a practical standpoint. I say, like, how do I release my stress? Like for me, probably it's running. I love running. So every Saturday morning I have long runs. During the week I go to the gym. I make sure that I need to exercise my core to be able to go on a trail and run. For some people it's cycling. Some people it's swimming. Because sports actually forms a very important part of a man's life. Because we are masculine, and so we always need to push something. If I'm not pushing a tree, I'll push a tire. If I'm not pushing a tire, I'll hit my head on the wall. Like I need to release energy. So most of us is sports. So if you find yourself just crouching within your sofa, watching TV all the time, binging on shows, and eating a lot, social media, you realize that those are things that are not helping us in the long run. So we need to be able to pull out from those places and meet people and be involved in an active event.
You said about being macho as well, and I think, like you said, that military macho guy. And I think the real macho people now is that person being like the courage to say, no, I'm not doing well, and putting up your hand. That's a new way to look after your mental health, because if you keep everything inside, it's just overwhelms a person. But speaking about finding friends as men, what has your experience been? Because even for me, even today still, it's quite challenging to find like-minded people, and people also, you know what happened to me once, I got a good colleague at work, so we've kind of connected really well. South Africans mostly, and the funny thing, we can't even see each other here in Qatar because we're so busy. The last time I saw him like relaxing, we relaxed together, was when we were in South Africa together on leave.
Then you take like, back home in South Africa, instead of you can't meet here.
So it's so crazy.
You know, and another thing that we take for granted is the different personalities. Because sometimes you feel like for example, I love talking. I'll meet a stranger and we can strike it like this and we'll start talking. But there are people who are so introverted. And it's not like a bad thing to be introverted. Sometimes being introverted.
I feel I'm actually introverted. But I feel I have to be now.
You need to like
come out a bit more,
but it's not a problem being introverted. It's how you're born. And your uniqueness is meant to fulfill a specific purpose. For those of us who are like extroverts, our purpose is also very unique. But now, whether you're an extrovert or introvert, you need someone in your life to walk this path together. So number one, of course, it's your spouse. If you're married, it'll be your wife, it'll be your husband that walks with you. But on the other side now, for a feminine person, they need basically that femininity to basically express itself well when they're meeting the ladies, they're meeting the women, they're going out shopping, they're enjoying together. That's their thing. That's why sometimes when you go with your wife shopping, you're not super excited. You may just stand somewhere because she's enjoying shopping, but I don't enjoy shopping. Right? If I go to sports, pretty much I'll be running and hitting the ball, and my wife wouldn't be super excited watching me. He's like, why is he super excited? Because we are completely different human beings. So it's very important, even here, being intentional in terms of discovering people with similar interests. Because honestly, you can tell me like, yes, it's possible maybe sometimes. Like you go through primary school, high school, university without touching any form of sport. It's possible. But if you did at least one single sport, just say, I love volleyball, I love handball, I love cricket. Find a group that plays cricket every weekend and join them.
And what I also would say, if you don't find that group, reading group or sports group, then create your own one then, then, you know, gather people.
You can build a community. Even in the workspace. Like you can create a corporate group that plays chess. Right? Or Toastmasters club where you guys just talk. You do public speaking. And creators, for example, we are creators, content creators. So you can just meet with other content creators. You are a writer, because most writers are quiet people. But you love writing. Get into book clubs. Meet other ones. That's it.
I think, to be honest, when I now start looking around at, you know, all the clubs and places here in Qatar, I was like, how come I never knew about this? Because I never actually looked, because I was like, you know, my family and this. And like you said, I believe you have your family, have your kids, you love them. But I feel as men also, we need our own hobbies and things that make us also fun, that we want to also do, maybe without them as well,
Exactly.
Because it almost feels like you still love them, but you just want to do your, for an hour or two, do your own thing as well, yes.
Yeah. But
I think it's important.
They also love us, but they also want sometimes to just run away from us and do their own thing. Because they know that I'll stop their shopping desires or whatever, right? Go to the beauty salon. So it's basically a balance. We need to balance these things. We can't just be our own man and keep on hiding somewhere. We need to identify these interests. You can never say that I don't have a hobby. I don't like something. Even if you love food, be out there with other foodies and just learn how to cook. Visit a chef. Go into cooking classes. Like just enjoy your life doing something that you're passionate about. Because that actually helps a lot with your mental health. You clear the space in your brain to think about something different. And when you feel, to be honest, like when you feel that it's extreme, that maybe you've started these activities late, be open about it by finding yourself a psychiatrist or finding yourself a psychologist and being able to discuss these things with medical people who can at least advise you practically on how you can pull yourself out.
Thank you for sharing it, because I feel also like the financial advisor, like you say, sometimes you have to spend some money to, just get some direction. And I think the same, because I actually use it as well, as psychiatrist. And it was so fun. It was just fun. But very liberating, because it was like, okay, I can just pour my heart out for like an hour. And gives you direction and guidance. Okay, this is your plan. This is what you feel. This is what, okay, it makes kind of sense. And then gives you direction again,
Yeah, because sometimes it's not all the time that you go to the psychologist and they recommend some form of medicine. As you've said, sometimes it's all about creating space for you to talk. And they talk, they encourage you, they advise you, and they walk with you. Unless if it's an extreme case where they want to prescribe something.
That could be,
but most of the times is basically they know they have spoken to so many people with your condition. And they have gone to school to learn specifically those things that you're facing. So they know how to take you through that process.
And like I say, the problem is if you keep it for yourself too long, then you get actually more severe. It's almost like a doctor. If you break your leg and you're like, okay, I'm fine, I'll
keep on running.
I'll just limp the whole time, and then it gets worse. And then you go like, why didn't you come like 10 months ago? So when the problem happens, speak to someone. If you can't speak to someone, that's up to you. To be honest, I felt with my situation, I never, to be honest, felt comfortable, because I felt it's so a unique situation, which it actually wasn't. And I think, like you say, sometimes you do feel you have a unique situation, so you want to be somebody private, and that's a safe space to speak to someone then,
Yeah, exactly. And within the home, if you're still living with your parents, let's say you may be younger, you may be in your 20s, but you're not married, you're living with your parents. I mean, feel free to talk to your parents. At least one of the parents or both would be very close to you, and be open about them. If you're a man, young man, I would say be open with your dad. If you are a young lady, be open with your mom. If, for example, you are married, or you're married, be open with your spouse. If you're not married yet and maybe you're not living with your parents, be open with your best friends. Be able to identify who's your best friend. And a best friend is the one who can tell you everything about their life. And it's someone that you can tell them everything about your life without holding back, because they care truly about you. The best friend is not the guy you meet today and you tell them about all the sins of your life. It's someone that you've walked the path together, and you can trust them with your very life. That's what friends are for. So we need to be in a space where if we find ourselves without friends, or the best friends are the ones we have back home, then talk to the friends back home. If you want someone here, then cultivate a relationship.
That's here, important.
So that you can have someone called a best friend in the current economy.
Just to speak on that, in the economy, I feel that is so challenging to get, like you say, a best friend here, because people are always coming, going, the hustle life is so much here. But like you said, I feel with my journey now, it is possible. But like you say, it takes a lot of work and effort from you. I almost feel you need to have like a joke to my, like an Excel document. Because you have so much planning for your finance, your health, but your relationships is like, okay, but you need to actually be so, okay, I didn't see this guy in like 2 weeks, I need to go check up on him, I need to do this, I need to message. is his birthday coming up, or I need to,
Exactly.
It's so important.
And for men, it's very tough.
Yeah.
We're not the kind of people whose love language is touch, voicing, gifts. All those things are like, why are you sending me a gift?
Yeah.
Or why are you sending me this wonderful note in the morning, happy birthday? I'm like, I don't like being happy birthday too. Yeah. I just want my life, sleep, have my coffee, and enjoy. So you need to also understand. So if you're building a relationship with another guy, you need to understand how open are they?
Yeah.
So, for example, if for them gifts don't work, what they care for probably is just a big high five on WhatsApp, and that does for them. Or you call them out, say, "Can we have a cup of coffee? Or can we go for rugby this evening? Or can we watch that match together?" If that's basically their intimate language, then basically walk the path with them, because there are men who can't even give you a manly hug when you're greeting each other. It's like, why are you touching me? So you need to understand those spaces. You
and there's different cultures as well,
different cultures. So you can just run into someone's life. Make sure that you understand where they're coming from, where they're at in their life, and move progressively. As they get comfortable with you, you find that they get closer. And as they get closer, you be the first one to be open with them about your issues, and they'll start being open with theirs. So and the best friendship thing starts to grow. It's possible to build a new friendship altogether in a place like Doha, and with someone who's coming from Cuba, someone coming from Egypt. And over time, you realize that this person becomes your best friend forever. You go back to South Africa, but you're still contacting this guy who's in Egypt because he's now your best buddy. He comes to South Africa, he wants to stay in your home. You fly to Cairo, you want to stay in his house. So it's possible to do that. Don't be restricted. I'm telling you, there's something that I know which is for real. If you had best 10 friends, which is very impossible, back home, when you live outside for 20 years, barely are those guys your best friends. You keep one, you keep two, you keep three at most. Most of them, they don't even want to see you. You fly back home, you don't think about them. They don't call you, they want to come to your house. They want to come to the airport. Right? So you need to start realizing, as a globe trotter or a global trotter, you need to make sure that you establish strong partnerships and friendships everywhere you go.
Wow, that's actually powerful. And like you say, it can be actually back home, somebody say, it can be like, I feel I want to ask maybe, how do you feel like online? So like, someone in Dubai, or you can still have, like you say, close relationship with them, even though they're not with you physically, but keeping in touch with one another. And then once you meet up, you're like, oh, best buddies again.
Exactly. And you know what, like for someone who's still single, and you can easily fly into Dubai, fly into another place, Hong Kong, and meet a friend. Cultivate those relationships by traveling, meeting people, or maybe planning trips together. You can say, we're going to Turkey together with my buddy who's in Hong Kong. You meet in Turkey. And if you're married, obviously the confines of what we call a visa, asking your wife to go somewhere, it works practically well if they get to know your friend. So they want, even if he's a man, they need to know this friend of yours and know why you're closer to them. Because your wife now becomes pretty much the security protocol of your home to protect who you meet, who you talk to, and they need to know these people. So if I'm saying I'm going to meet Jonathan, it won't be a big issue of why are you meeting that guy. Because now my wife knows you. So I'm accountable to her, I'm accountable to you as a friend. So you need to balance these relationships.
Yes. I think this is a topic we should actually speak about more, because
I love these topics.
It's something I think people don't speak about much, especially in this climate. And I think being abroad so long, but also on men as well, before we go, I really believe, like you said, having that sports, and I feel also like men, we have almost like always should be on like a mission. Because I don't know, so like when you're younger, your mission is to finish school and get good grades and survive that. And it's like, okay, get a wife, try to get the family.
Now
and
you're settled with your wife.
You click that and you're like, okay, I've done it. Then it's like, and I think also with sometimes you get to a point like, so what's the next mission? And you can sometimes get into a plateau. And I think that's where I come with my life coaching as well, where I found myself there. It's like, no, but I have another mission to help others to maintain your life as good, and also just to help and support others where they can also get to the next level as well.
Because if you're a person of faith, you do believe that there's always a purpose, that God has a purpose for you. So when you land in a place where you feel like there's nothing that you're looking up to, you always need to be able to seek from within and be able to ask God to show you where you're supposed to go. And once you have that purpose, so let's say you've achieved whatever you wanted to achieve. Maybe it was, as you said, it was a job, now you have a job. And now that job starts to become a vacuum. You've found a beautiful wife, and now you feel like, okay, what next? Then you have beautiful kids. You go like, what do I do with these people, right? So you need to always be able, and you're a leader, remember, because you're now the head of pretty much in courts at home, especially for men. So now you're saying that where do I take these people to? So you always need to be working on the next big project. So there's always the biggest project, which is the next 30 years, the next 40 years, the next 50 years. Then there are always these milestones where you say, in the next 10 years, this is where I want to go. And where I'm going, my family is going to follow me. So if we find ourselves there, we find ourselves more satisfied and more fulfilled. And once we hit the 10 years, we're again working towards the 30 years goal. So you're always running towards something. If you find a man walking without a purpose, that vacuumness can destroy you. That emptiness can destroy you. That's why you find that if there is no vision at all, you are going to perish. And on a minimum, you need to be exercising your body. You need to be thinking. You need to be studying. You need to be working towards something. If you feel like you're too idle but you have ideas, start writing a book. So the book takes you 2 years or 1 year.
Or using social media to I mean, just like getting on a platform and
like what you're doing now.
Out,
you are a teacher. Teach, because you're developing a talent and a skill, and you're moving towards
it. Getting better at it.
If you're a good worker, meaning that you're a talented employee, your vision is to change companies, to change corporations. Make sure you still have a vision. Today you are just an associate. It means you're moving towards becoming a manager. Then you're moving towards becoming an associate vice president, then a vice president, a president, and you may become the CEO. But you have those milestones. You want to grow. I know people who don't like leadership, for example. They'll say, I want to be an associate forever. That is them, right? If they feel fulfilled in being an associate forever, it's them.
Or like you said, they might be fulfilled in that their career area, and they excel maybe spiritually or in other areas where they want to excel.
In other areas,
But like you said, you must have like a target or a mission that you need to run to. With, like you say, clarity and focus and to get to that stage.
And it's a very easy thing. It works this way. You can brainstorm with a friend. I can brainstorm with you, Jonathan. I can say, I feel empty. What do you think would be good for me with my skills and my talents? You know me. What do you think I can do in the next 5 years to become something or to do something tangible? With my skills and maybe with my papers that I have, what do you think I can do? I feel like I have maybe 20% of time on my hands. I don't know what to do with it. Or maybe I want to build something with my wife, but I'm struggling. What do you think we can do? My kids are growing up now. What can I do with these kids? So be open, and these are discussions that men usually have when you have that sort of a forum where you discuss, so you see what other people are doing with their kids. You go, wow, I didn't know that this guy can can do tennis and become a pro if I follow this path. Or maybe I can, take the path of music. As my kid is doing music, I also do music. I can do theater. I can actually, apart from just being a paramedic or an accountant, I can end up actually being a physical trainer. Or physical fitness trainer. So there are lots of things that we can actually morph into. As long as you're breathing and alive, I believe you can always adjust our life to move towards a true purpose.
Just 2 points before we end off. I just want to say what you said nicely, that even men, boys, because I feel boys and young men now, they have been so watching social media and things, and they saw people have saw these fancy lifestyles and guys doing maybe different things, and I feel that they need more, I think, role models, and like you said, to be more vulnerable as well. I think it's quite challenging for the youngsters now, because they've seen like different types of people and worlds, and I just feel they need so much more direction now.
No, I mean, it's very true. I mean, for young people, not that young people are ambitious. They've learned life from their parents or some other role models that even their parents don't know, because they're meeting these people on TikTok, they're meeting them on YouTube, and they're inspired to become those people. But if you look at the bigger tangent of what young men are looking at, is success. And that success comes in form of materials. It's very materialistic. It's a consumerism type of lifestyle where I need to buy a car. I need to have a Tesla at this age. I need to have my own mansion. And they look at you as a dad. They go like, oh, my dad failed to build a good house. I want to build a better house. So they start pushing themselves at the age of 13. They're like, what are you doing with your life? Just finish your maths. They get into university. Instead of finishing their degree program, they're thinking they're going to be the next Elon Musk. So it's not a problem for kids to be inspired. But we need to also be realistic with them. We need to manage their expectations without actually stifling innovation, creativity, and whatever. But we need to be honest with our kids. Number one, we need to ground them in a spiritual upbringing. Then the second bit is where you actually need to realize that our own experiences are worth the transfer and teaching to our kids. But for young men who have already grown now, they are maybe in their late teens, they're in their 20s, we need to realize that life comes in phases. Life comes in phases. By the time you get to 20, you realize that there's another mountain to climb. You get to 25, there's another mountain. You get to 30, there's another mountain. And your desires start to change or morph with the season. So when you realize that what you've been building towards was a fake lifestyle because you saw someone living their life in Silicon Valley, and you are growing up in either the Middle East or you're growing up in Vietnam and Cambodia or Timbuktu in Africa, you realize that you cannot live the Californian life where you are. So you need to understand your environment and your circumstances. I always say focus on the basics. Education is still very basic and fundamental these days. Finish your education, and as you finish your education, your eyes will be open to so many other things. And who should be your role model? Your role model would be your parents first, because your parents love you. There's no one else in the world who's going to love you like your parents. I know that there are so many toxic stories about parents who have not been present. I'm also careful to realize that there are people who would say, but my dad has not been the best of parents. Life happens. But for those of you who are blessed with good parents, they need to be your first role models. They may not have the Tesla, they may not have the best of houses, but they love you. Because of their love, they will provide a formidable foundation for you. And you need to grow now from that foundation. And slowly you realize that what you dreamt of having at the age of 13, you can still have that at the age of 25. But you can proceed and prosper from there. And don't destroy your heart for things that you believe people are getting cheaply. Because, or maybe you think those things are late. Use the principle of self-control, perseverance, be able to wait, because the whole future is open before you. Actually, God may give you 80 years, 90 years to live. Now you're trying to destroy yourself at the age of 12 and 15 without realizing that all that you desire is still going to come. So it's very important to be content or contented with where you are. And we realize all these challenges that people go through. And we sympathize with people who are really struggling. But it's very important to realize that all this is also going to pass. And all of us can always be in a better place if we just give ourselves some good form of benefit of doubt or some form of belief.
No, that's true, yes. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think we went through a lot. Men's mental health is in June. And I think I really want to speak more about the topic like we spoke now, and just to bring more awareness and just saying it's okay not to be okay sometimes as well.
It's important,
And that we all go through these phases. It's just to say it out loud and then move on from there, yes.
Exactly.
But any last words?
No, man, I've enjoyed our discussion. I'm so passionate about these things. I'm so passionate about people.
I think
and
relationships.
For this discussion, especially men, because we society expects a lot from us. They expect us to be very present, to be tough, to be providers, to be leaders, not just for our wives, and to be leaders even for our children. And sometimes it weighs upon heavily on us. But we need to be patient with ourselves. And whatever failures have happened in our lives, don't be so much into I should have done this, it could have happened this way, I could have gone this way. It doesn't really matter. What matters are the lessons that we've learned from those failures. And since we are here today, we are breathing and we are alive, I believe that God always has a purpose for us from today going forward. So we need to be open to new learnings, be open for the future, be present to learn, and trust that you can actually make a difference where you are with what you have and with what you know. And we can always be better people. Giving ourselves a level of belief that it is possible to be different.
Wow, I think we leave it on that note. Yes, thank you so much, Moses.
No, thanks, Jonathan.
We'll definitely do this again. Yes, thank you so much. We'll chat soon. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, does it go like that? No.